Backing down Trump.
Hey, what's next for you, Kanye, man? You seem to have done everything. What's next for you?
You still backing Trump?
Yeah, of course. It's Trump all day. What you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what it is. I fought. They sent me in the hospital for like supporting. Hold on 1 second. Be quiet before you get exiled. No.
Yes, I was surprised to see this. A lot of people are talking about this video you just saw. A question surfaced to Kenya about Trump. He made it clear Trump all the way. In another clip, a question came up about Israel.
Your thoughts on Palestinians?
Crazy and misinformed.
Palestinians?
What'd you say?
Your thoughts on the Palestinians?
I don't have enough information on that. I'm straight up from south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have enough information. It's love for everybody, but don't pull me to that conversation. I got 14 kids dying every week in my city. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about that.
Yes. All right, thank you, Kanye.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Kanye.
Kanye West's response tells you exactly how you should respond. Yes, I want us to talk about Biden. I have seen a lot of clips, surface on social media about him, very concerning.
Well, the last few days have been an absolute calamity for Joe Biden. They might as well go and get Michelle Obama at this point. Michelle, it's your moment. If you have no idea what's going on, the special counsel's report on Joe Biden's handling of classified documents came out, and it was pretty damaging. Here we go. In his interview with our office, Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president, forgetting on the first day of the interview when his term ended. If it was 2013, when did I stop being vice president? And forgetting on the second day of the interview when his term began. In 2009, am I still vice president? We've also considered that at a trial, Mr. Biden would likely present himself to a jury as he did during our interview of him as a sympathetic, well-meaning, elderly man with a poor memory. Now here's where things get really dicey. It would be difficult to convince a jury that they should convict him, by then a former president well into his 80s, of a serious felony that requires a mental state of willfulness. So basically you're saying he's not mentally competent enough to convict of a crime, but he is okay to run the country. How does that make sense? You're old, your memory's not good, we can't convict you of this crime that you did, but you can run the country, you can have the nuclear codes. Then to make matters worse, instead of keeping Joe Biden tucked away like they always do, they go and put him on TV and hold a press conference. Now, in my opinion, they threw him to the wolves. They put him on TV as the final nail in the coffin because the establishment, they're done with Joe Biden. I wouldn't be surprised in the next few months if they go and retire Joe Biden to the nursing home, and shout out to everybody at the nursing home. I love everyone at the nursing home, but Joe Biden, it's time for him to come and visit y'all. At this point with Joe Biden, it's almost like a weird Truman Show type of social experiment where we're just going to put him on TV and see what happens. The president of the United States has to be able to answer the phone at 4 in the morning and say if we're going to go to war or not. Joe Biden has shown poor judgment time and time again. We've talked about it many times on here, and the fact is now we have a special counsel's report that proves he's not all there mentally. I also read earlier today that allegedly they're going to try different lighting and different makeup to make him seem more youthful and fit. That's like putting lipstick on a pig. You can't control what comes out of his mouth, and that's the worst of it. We have a man who is not all there mentally telling us we have to send hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. Yesterday he said it would be criminal neglect if we stop supporting Ukraine. Joe Biden, thank you. You've been around for 5 decades, 50 years. You haven't accomplished that much. It's time for you to go. Exit stage left. Now, we can talk about this in another video, but I don't know what they're going to do with Kamala Harris. If they put Michelle Obama in, how are they going to tell another black woman, thank you, goodbye? We have a lot more to get into, but thank you guys for liking and following. Tell me what you think about this situation, what you think about Joe Biden. I will see you on the next one. Bye.
According to this article, President Biden will not take a connected test as part of his upcoming annual physical. At the White House press briefing on Monday, Press Secretary Karine confirmed the president will not undergo any connective testing during his annual physical. Ironically, Karine thought she was defending Biden with her answer, but her justification had the opposite effect.
Thanks, Karine. A new ABC News Ipsos poll shows that 86% of Americans think Biden is too old to serve another term. That is a higher percentage than what we found in a previous poll in September. So clearly polling shows this is a persistent issue. What is the White House strategy to try and change that perception?
So look, we're going to continue to lead on leadership, right? We're going to continue to focus on what this president has been able to get done, what the president has been able to get done on behalf of the American people. And look, I'll quote a little bit of what the First Lady said, I think incredibly well, just a couple days ago. President Biden does more in 1 hour than most people do in a day. His age with experience and expertise is an incredible asset, and he proves it every day. And that's what we believe. We believe that his age and his experience, because he was a senator, because he was obviously vice president, because he has these long, long decades of relationships with leaders, obviously across the globe. And what he's been able to do, that's what we're going to lean into. That's what we're going to speak to.
What do you think about the idea of taking that kind of a test?
I mean, look, and I talked about this last week too on I believe, on Friday. I have known this president since 2009. He is not just my boss, he's also a mentor to me. And I spent sometimes countless hours with him, whether it's in the Oval Office, whether it's on the road. And I believe, for me, you're asking me my personal opinion, he is sharp. He is on top of things. When we have meetings with him, with his staff, he's constantly pushing us, trying to get more information. And so that has been my experience with this president. Anything else outside of that, I just shared with you what Dr. O'Connor said to me, and so I'll just leave it there.
86% of American adults overall are extremely concerned about Biden's age and his cognitive decline. Thus, to most Americans, Biden is proving that he does not have the mental capability required by his job. This is concerning. I don't understand why Biden will refuse to do this. When you look through, though the media is struggling to cover this, I think last week I saw a lot of videos about him mistaking this, doing this, and it's still not a problem to the mainstream media. I think it's just CNN, a clip I saw where they tried to actually call out this situation. A reporter asked Karine, according to this tweet, any update on when the president's physical might be taking place. He will have a physical. When we have information on that, we will certainly share that with you. Where we'll be transparent. Reporter, what about a cognitive exam? The president proved he is right. He's doing things the way he should do on a daily basis. That is Karine struggling to defend Biden. Moreover, Karine's remarks came just 1 week after Biden twice claimed to speak with dead world leaders, and he also appeared to forget the names of Hamas. To make matters worse, Special Counsel Robert Hall released a report last week in which he described Biden as an elderly man with a poor memory, and on Monday, Biden appeared confused during a joint press conference with Jordanian King Abdullah II. With few exceptions, Democrats are publicly defending Biden, telling Americans that what they see and hear with their own eyes and ears isn't true privately. However, Democrats are honest that Biden's age is a significant political liability. Biden's last physical was released in February 2023. That exam did not include cognitive tests. Karine told reporters on Monday they can expect a similar fiscal report this year, but indicated against Biden's promise of transparency that reporters will not have the opportunity to speak with Dr. Kevin, physicians to the president about her. That is what is going on. They are covering it, even Karine trying to do this, but you cannot hide reality because it will continue to happen and people will see exactly what is going on.
Want people to get rid of cows? Are you sure?
I think this is Donald Trump's fault.
Wait. Watch this.
Water there? I hate my job.